It has been a long road to this point in the season, but we are officially down to 2. It's game 1 of the World Series between the Colorado Rockies and the Detroit Tigers. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on the show, and it's coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Detroit Tigers.
And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He went deep last game, and he seems ready to take advantage of any mistakes he sees right now.
Number 20 will stand in for the first time here in this World Series, and you see the numbers. He's been as hot as anybody around.
Maybe the hottest hitter on the ball club through the first few rounds. If he can keep it going here in the World Series, I think they're going to have a good shot at going all the way.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, I think Dixon has sometimes been thought of as a hitter's umpire.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The book on him is that he can be a little bit tight on the edges of the strike zone. We'll see if that's the case.
Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Dante John will get his shot now. Great power numbers during the regular season. Still searching for that first home run in the postseason, however.
And these guys really need him to start producing because it seems like pitchers have the upper hand in the postseason. You're always facing the other team's best, and they've pretty well neutralized him all.
John Morrison will stand in now for the first time here in this World Series, and he's a guy this club really needs to get going.
Yeah, it's been a tough October for him so far. He just seemed a little overmatched in the games that we've watched.
Gone! A solo shot here. Number 20 stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. And he misses with it, 1-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 1-2, here it comes. And another foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. On to first, and the Rockies fail to cash in as that ends. Number 20 will dig in. 0 for 2 in the ballgame.
Number 20.
And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Both teams with 6 hits so far. A pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. Jose Ibarra digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
And that's through into left, a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's Rockies fourth. Alexi Pena will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Under it is the left fielder, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder
Dante John will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Hit in the air to left. Waiting on it, the left fielder, and that's the 3rd out. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors. Number 20 will stand in now. Switch hitter batting from the left side here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Well, he just hasn't looked comfortable all night long.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Softly on a line to third. On to first, and the throw goes right by him. And now this ball's... So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Jose Ibarra. But a single here could...
being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Use it.
Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series, as we are all tied at 5.
And you know, when your defense is not playing particularly well behind you on the mound, sometimes...
Brandon Bouchard will stand in to lead things off here in what's now a brand new ball game.
Yeah, and how about that last half inning? Now it's up to these guys to respond, maybe punch back, if you will.
Left fielder is on the move, and he hauls it in for the 1st out of the inning. Number 20 stands in.
The batter, number 20.
Into the windup and the pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Throw gets him 2 down.
The batter,
Will Schreiber strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Swung on and lifted in the air to left. Left fielder has a beat on it, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. This remains a... Number 20 steps in now.
Now batting, number 20.
First things first, here's a throw
safe.
over. A dive, but he's back. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's in there for strike one.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Herman. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will come in to score. It's a sacrifice fly, and it delivers the go-ahead run as they've now taken the lead here in the late innings.
Well, there you go. That's all he's looking to do. Get one airborne here. And now that they've got the lead, they can turn their sights towards the bottom half with a chance to...
Alexi Pena will come forward now, trying to at least get on base with his guys down to run here in extra innings.
Yeah, I don't think you really need to be swinging for the fences just yet. You just need to find a way to get some guys on base and get that conveyor belt rolling.
Number 20 has it, and it's a quick out, number one.
The right fielder, number 4.
And, fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And, Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers. But he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. The opener was everything we could have asked for, and now this building stretched to capacity. Game 2 of the World Series between the Colorado Rockies and the Detroit Tigers. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. He knows how to stay within himself and come through in the clutch.
Number 20 gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on.
Number 20.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. The rain, as we've mentioned, coming down fairly steadily here at game time. EK, how'd you like playing in the rain?
It wasn't that bad. The only problem, sometimes up at the plate, batting gloves would get wet while it was raining. It made it a little difficult to hit.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
And even if this doesn't lead to a run, it's important not to let this guy get out there and skate through the first inning.
Jose Ibarra set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Runners off for second. Pitch is popped up. Miklas has got it, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. The Tigers coming up, no score. Freddie Herman will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Oh, and he gets a fastball up in the zone, and he hammers it out to deep left field. And this baby is gone. A home run. Number 20 stands in.
Number 20.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Herman going back on it, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His first homer here in the series, as the Rockies have come back to tie this one at 2 apiece.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Number 20 will step in now. 2 for 2, including a home run thus far.
Yeah, having a pretty good one so far. We'll see if they pitch him any differently right here in this at-bat.
And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second of the game, and the lead is now 7-2.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Number 20 will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Driven to right field and deep. John going back on it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. But no matter, they lead it 8-2. Dante John stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Under it is the left fielder, and the inning is over. Takes just 4 pitches to retire the Tigers. Still 8. Striding into the box, John Morrison. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 0-1 count and the pitch. This is hit high and deep out to left. Left fielder looking up. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. Number 20 will step in looking perhaps for a 3-homer ball game.
Yeah, and on fire doesn't even begin to describe his performance so far. You talk about swinging a heavy stick, no doubt.
And a pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball.
With the passed ball there, that'll take away the possibility of getting a double play to end the inning. So that could come back to bite him.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, That's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
Ripped down the first base line.
Got him.
And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting, right fielder,
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over. It was the hardest ticket to get in these parts in ages, and the folks that are packed into this place are making an impact already. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the Detroit Tigers and the Colorado Rockies. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. So a moment now to take a look at the starting.
He's one of the best clutch hitters in baseball. If they can get guys on base ahead of him, they'll have a great chance to hang a crooked number on the board.
Swung on and hit in the air to left. Under it is the left fielder, and that retires the side. Tigers leave one. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. Number 20 will dig in now, coming off one of the best offensive performances we've seen in a World Series game for quite some time.
Really just a game for the ages there. He put on a one-man show, and you can bet he probably won't see the same kind of pitches that he saw last time out. He'll be a lot more careful when he's at the dish.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Boy, he hasn't been able to find the target with any regularity, so you can't afford to bail him out by chasing bad pitches.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
The second for one. On to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call. Coming to the plate now, John Crowder, and he could give his guys an early lead.
These kind of opportunities early in a ball game, it can change the...
Not in time, as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
Sometimes in a situation like this, you wonder if the delayed steal might be on from third. And this time it wasn't, and the throw was not even close at second base.
Howard Uchida will come forward now, and as you see by the numbers, he's off to a hot start here in the Fall Classic.
Yeah, and some guys just love being on that big stage, and he's been a big part of this ball club all season long, so it's no surprise to me that he swung a hot bat when it matters the most.
Lima is there, and he puts this one away. Now to the plate, Hector Lima, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Back on it is the left fielder. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. Dante John is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Here's a pop-up now. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third. And with 2 away, let's give you one more look at the pads these two teams took to get to this Game 3 of the World Series. Number 20 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Herman giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Hector Lima is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Looking up is the left fielder. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. Striding into the box, Franklin England. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting clunked in his last at-bat.
And he knows there was no real intention to hit him right there, but that doesn't make you feel any better to get hit. And he'll be looking to get some revenge right here.
Number 20 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The pitcher, number 35.
Jose Calderon will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much.
Number 20 will dig in. 0 for 2 thus far. Hit down the third base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Schreiber ranging into shallow right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Number 20 will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1.
So often playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
1 and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
You can't tie the game swinging at balls.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1 and 2. Weekly hit towards first. And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man. Number 20 makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
0-1 count. Here it comes. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
And the way these guys have been swinging at everything, I'm surprised he didn't go after that one, too.
Bounce to first. He's got it, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over. Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And, fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game. I tell you, this crowd is making it so I can hardly hear my own voice. They are indeed raring to go. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the Detroit Tigers and the Colorado Rockies. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
And you can see the results right there. It's been about what we'd expected up to this point. Very tightly played, very tightly contested series so far. It sits at 2 games.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. So a moment now to take a look at it.
He works hard at his craft, and he really knows what works for him at the plate.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And here's a ball hit in the air. Here comes the left fielder, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. The runner scores from second. And not in time as the second run scores.
So much for shortening up and putting the ball in play. This is a big swing right here with 2 strikes, and he's going to get rewarded for it as he drives in a couple of runs here.
Number 20 steps in now.
Left fielder, number 20.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
It's a good at-bat so far. A walk would give your cleanup guy a chance to bat here in the first with a couple of men on.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Yeah, you know, I've seen a couple times with Dixon behind the plate where there was some disagreement on pitches up in the strike zone.
That's ball 4.
Seems to be a polarizing spot for him sometimes. So we'll see if that comes into play.
Boy, and he's not too thrilled with that call out there on the mound. And you know what? I don't blame him. I mean, have a look where this pitch is. That catches an awful lot of the plate, and I think I'd be...
In now, Jose Ibarra, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of it. Howard Uchida will come forward now, and as you see by the numbers, he's off to a hot start here in the Fall Classic.
On that big stage, and he's been a big part of this ball club all season long, so it's no surprise to me.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Second inning upcoming. Delman Ladd will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there.
And with these guys just 1 game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
Under it is the left fielder, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Freddie Herman will get a second shot now. He worked out a walk to open the ball game. The 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out to left. Waiting on it, the left fielder. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Tigers leave 1. Number 20 stands in.
Number 20.
First offering on its way.
Ball.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. Runner at first here, 1 man out. He's running towards second. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And they'll get a little closer here as the run comes across to score from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
I don't think this was really a hit and run, but it's going to work out nicely for him. He gets into second base and sees that this ball is going to be extra bases, so it's all downhill from there as he scores easily from first.
So stepping in, number 69, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second. Runner goes for third. High and deep to right center field. Herman racing back. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And no tag at second. Striding into the box, Howard Uchida. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Take your base.
And he'll be tagged out trying to steal third. And that just doesn't. Will Schreiber will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
The 0-1 on its way. Swing. In to score is the runner from third. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 3 runs. Alexi Pena heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. And here's a ball hit in the air. Pruitt ranging into the outfield. He's there and records the first out. John Morrison will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
Back on it is the left fielder. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. Number 20 steps into the box. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drives it out to deep right center field. Herman ranging back. Gone! So a 3-run shot to right center field. His 3rd home run of this series. And it's now a 7-4 ball game.
Well, one thing you can say about this ball club, they are not going to go down without a fight. I mean, you don't make it this far into the postseason without having a lot of heart. So they're going to battle the whole way.
Number 20 will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Morrison looks up, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left, his 2nd of the game, as it's now a 1-run game, 7-6 now.
This is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Leading off the inning, John Morrison, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Lifted in the air out to left field. Left fielder giving chase. Oh, no. Looked like he had it, but it goes right by him. Number 20 will try it again. 2 home runs and a double to his credit thus far.
And on the mound, he's thinking, great. Hey, just throw it up there and hope for the best.
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. His 3rd home run of the ball game, as that'll pull him into a tie at 7-7.
Well, you talk about guys that have hit 3 home runs in a World Series game. Well, it's a pretty short conversation. Let's see, you got Babe Ruth, Reggie Jackson, Albert Pujols, Pablo Sandoval did it as well. And now this man...
Digging in to try it again, Alexi Pena. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Comes with a slider there as it's lifted down the line in left. Left fielder has a beat on it, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. This remains a 7-all tie. Number 20 will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
0-1.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
And, boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
When you're in a key spot like this, you can't allow yourself to get tied up that badly.
Trying to hold the lead. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 delivery. And another foul ball. Tying and winning runs on base here with 1 big out. Lifted the other way to left center. Calling for it, Morrison. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. And, fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And, Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up.
Getting set for what should be nothing short of an epic battle. It's the pivotal Game 5 of the World Series between the Detroit Tigers and the Colorado Rockies. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Colorado.
So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Number 20 will dig in now, coming off one of the best offensive performances we've seen in a World Series game for quite some time.
Oh, really just a game for the ages there. He put on a one-man show, and you can bet he probably won't see the same kind of pitches that he saw last time out. He'll be a lot more careful when he's at the dish.
A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, but it's not in time, and the inning will continue.
Well, you could have put the first.
Jose Ibarra set to take his first cuts with a man at first. The deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch is high. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
We've seen him use his speed more than once here this postseason, and he's on the run again here as he gets into second with the stolen base.
Two balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
I don't know about this one. Not exactly an ideal situation to run. You've got a left-handed batter up there. You're not really gaining a whole lot with 2 away. So if you try to take third in that situation, you darn sure better be safe.
Sent on the ground out to second. Schreiber scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Rockies strand 1 after 1. Steven Taguchi set to lead off the third. 9, 1, and 2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's... Stepping in, John Morrison. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Number 20 is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. On to the... Number 20 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Hit hard towards second, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
I'll tell you, this guy has been something else in these playoffs. I mean, when it matters most, he's come up aces more times than not, and he delivers once again here with a ringing double. Man, he's fun to watch.
Jose Ibarra will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RB opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. And they'll just tag him here for the out. Number 20 will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Number 20.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Herman ranging back, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. The run scores from second, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
Now batting, center fielder.
Yeah, this ball definitely had 3-run homer potential written on it right off the bat. And he didn't miss it by much as it winds up banging off the wall out there. But the good news for him, though, he winds up with the net.
Jose Ibarra digs in now with 2 already home and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. The 1-2 pitch. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. On 2-2 now, you got to come up with your best pitch right here because this is a definite strikeout situation.
Drilled on the ground is short. Bouchard has it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, this is a pretty hard hit ball, and I thought for a second that he might have had a shot at the plate, but he thinks about it for a second.
Number 20 will step in with a double and a triple to his credit thus far.
Yeah, doing a nice job of barreling up the ball and finding gaps in this one. I like what I've seen from him.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. tap fouled at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB. Through 5 games, it's been a series to remember so far. And we should be in for more great theater here. Will it end tonight? It's Game 6 of this year's Fall Classic between the Colorado Rockies and the Detroit Tigers. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, obviously things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
Yeah, and it's been a tight series so far. And I don't think any of us thought that we'd be done in 4 or 5 games. But now it's backs against the wall time. This series has shifted locations. Now these guys need to win the final 2 games at home to win it. And at the very least, they're going to have a raucous crowd behind them to help them try and get it done.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy.
Number 20 stands in for the first time.
Number 20.
Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your time to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Morrison on the move. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Leading off the inning, Friday Rtts, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Here's a pop-up now. Bogarts is there to make the catch, and it's a 1-pitch out to start the home first. Number 20 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Left fielder.
Into the windup and the pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Jose Ibarra stands in following an RBI single this first time through. There he goes. Swing and a miss, strike three. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. So they can't get the strike him out, throw him out double play as there's a runner in scoring position now following the punch out. Howard Uchida stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Now batting, second baseman, Ram Mendez.
Dante John digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. Number 20 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far. From the stretch. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And a dive, but he's back. And another throw over. And the runner back safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. One there on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Well, you could have put the first base.
Jose Ibarra will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. One count and the pitch. Runners off for second. Lifted the other way out to left center. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. In to score is the runner from first. And he will pull into third with an RBI triple.
Not sure if this was a hit and run or a straight steal, but either way, this ball is blistered into the gap. And with that runner moving, he was always going to score easily from first base. And in the end, this winds up not just a perfect hit and run, but...
Number 20 will stand in now. Switch hitter batting from the left side here. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
1-1. Here it is. And there he goes towards second. Drilled right back up the middle. And a reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him. And a relay home, but it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going.
What a clutch piece of hitting right there. You get the hit, you drive in the tying run. Now you're standing on second base with a chance to take a lead in this ball game, and man, is he fired up.
Jose Ibarra takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run.
Hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet
it's through. Let's see if they send him around to try to score. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Now a 5-3 game.
Oh, and a great swing right there. That's his third RBI of the night.
Number 20 will bat now. A couple of hits in 4 trips, including a double.
Well, a multi-hit game already in the books, and we'll see what kind of damage he can do right here.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Herman moves over. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he is in there.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third.
Well, one thing's for sure, this city is going to be rocking tonight. This place is going crazy right now, and for good reason. Their guys are the new champions of the world.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Rock